Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the recent virtual protocol news with xmaquina and will that lead to a potential Peaq partnership. Now, before we get into talking about all of that, I would like to ask you guys, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 30k subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video. Comment what you guys think down below, and while you guys are down there, you guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. And you guys can ask your most important question: how does that Patreon group work? As you guys know, we have been getting into some bangers. It's been pretty slow lately, but you guys can see all the posts of the plays that we've been getting into previously. And as soon as the market turns back around, we definitely going to get right back into the mode of getting into a lot of these different plays. And you guys can check out my ebook to Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics. This will help you guys pick out the next gem in your cryptocurrency portfolio. Once you're able to understand market cap, FDV, circulating supply, narrative, vesting, all of that is very important to picking out the next gem in your cryptocurrency portfolio. And after you do all that, you guys can check out the Patreon group, sign up, and see if the group is for you guys. And let's get right into the video, guys. So some big news here. This had me pretty excited. If you guys know, we have talked about xmaquina on this channel multiple times, multiple different videos featuring xmaquina. That's how bullish we are on xmaquina and robotics. And now they have teamed up with Virtual Protocol, one of our other favorite projects that started making actually made us the most money this cycle, right? So this to me was very interesting, and you guys can see my comment at the bottom there. Will this connection lead to a Peaq partnership? I actually want to break it down because there's a potential that this possibly can in this video here. Now, if you guys don't know xmaquina by now, you guys are just missing out on a lot of different things. But xmaquina is a DAO for robotics, pretty much allowing us, the retail users, to get access to robotics, as in the traditional market right now there's no access for it, especially the humanoids. Then they also will have a launch pad. They're built on Peaq, right? So if you guys want to learn a little bit more about xmaquina, I will leave a video for you guys in the cards up top because I have countless of videos of xmaquina. So in January 8th, that means next year, they will be doing a community launch on their website in partnership with Virtuals. Now, if you guys don't know, these guys, xmaquina has done some community raises, some community auctions. I have some members, a part of my Patreon, that have taken part of it. I actually almost took part of it, but I didn't want to, just because I didn't know where we was going to be at the time that they said they was going to do their TGE, which was supposed to be this month. They just pushed it back a few weeks, right? So pretty much now it's going to be in January. So we'll have to see how things will look, but this is the key details for the auction. It's going to open January 8th, FDV of $60 million. The effective token price will be 6 cents. Minimum contribution would be 30 USDC, which is pretty cheap. You guys got that. That's lunch money for some of you guys, right? Swap currencies is going to be your USDC or Virtuals on base. Now, of course, you're going to face a vesting schedule, which is going to be 30% unlocked. That's pretty huge. You're going to have a nice little chunk of change unlocked at TGE. Then after that, 67% of the rest of your total supply will be unlocked, linearly unlocked over the next 12 months. So you won't fully get your entire allocation till January 8th, 2027, right? So of course they got some well rewards here. You guys can go look at how it all breaks down. Now, they did drop an article on why they chose Virtuals. Pretty much, you guys can scroll down. The final public sale is coming. xmaquina has partnered with Virtual Protocol, one of the breakout projects of 2025. We already know on this channel that was a big breakout, right? To deliver the first of its kind community first token launch, right? With over 1 million unique wallets and daily trading volumes exceeding $25 million, Virtuals has emerged as the category leader in on-chain agents and one of the most active ecosystems in crypto. That is true, right? Now they're expanding into robotics. This is where I'm going to start thinking about. I'm thinking with a tinfoil hat here, this potential, because I think this potential partnership could help both projects tremendously, honestly. But no one knows how things is going to operate. But we've already seen Virtuals open to big partnerships. They pretty much have a partnership with OpenMind, which is going to be a pretty big altcoin coming out very soon here. OpenMind and Virtuals are bringing autonomous robots into the agent economy. this is why I think this could happen, right? Enabling both machine to machine and machine to agent transactions in everyday life. Agents can now reach into physical world. A single virtual agent can plan a task and pay for work across fleets of OpenMind robots, while each robot streams back sensor data and state updates. TLDR, we're turning robots into networked agents aligned with broader machine ecosystems. Now you probably like, how does this have anything to do with Peaq and things like that? But you guys already know. You guys seen one of the key buzzwords on the post right there, which was the machine to machine, and then you have machine to agent transactions. Now Peaq is also building out a whole host of functions, right? Universal machine functions ready to use building blocks. They're going to have their Peaq ID, self-sovereign machine identities. This will help for the machine to machine economy and machine to agent economy as well, right? Peaq access, Peaq store, Peaq verify, Peaq pay, which is going to be robot peer-to-peer payments, and they also do have machine to machine payments as well. And this also aligns with what Virtuals had put in their post, what they're going to be doing with OpenMind. Together with OpenMind, we're going to be extending ACP into embodied AI and connecting software agents with real robots through unified payment and coordination layer. So now they can also use Peaq. Well, technically the projects that want to launch on Peaq could actually be using the Peaq SDK, the whole Peaq environment, the whole Peaq utilities, do a community raise, a community sell via Virtuals. This will actually bring both infrastructures together and I think this will have a lot of synergy, right? Now, if you guys didn't know, actually xmaquina is built on Peaq as well, and they're kind of doing their community launch just like I'm talking about here. Now this would be beneficial for those that are bootstrapping their own project by themselves, right? They need some community funding, and they could get it through Virtuals, through the active users that they have on there, and still be pretty much built on Peaq. Now, one of the ones that we've seen actually kind of do this, not really kind of, but they already had launched on Virtuals, and then they also got onto Peaq, right? You can see it, RoboStack here. They actually are a Virtuals robotics play, but they're also now on Peaq's machine DeFi. So Peaq's machine DeFi pretty much is going to be the new machine economy that starts with the foundation layer. Peaq is going to be the native utility of Peaq, the global community powering the machine economy, right? And then when you scroll down, you guys can see RoboStack getting onto Machine X, which is the DEX that's going to be on Peaq. Well, it is already live on Peaq. And even RoboStack had put out their tweet addressing this, right? We're pleased to announce the successful launch of robo trading on Machine DEX, operating on Peaq, the machine economy computer and the layer 1 for robotics and real world apps. Besides bringing RoboStack to Machine X, we will give Group a Peaq ID, self-sovereign machine identity. So this is one key thing here. Those projects that are going to be launching on Virtuals, right? If they're going to be wanting to be a part of the machine economy, they can use a Peaq ID for their self-sovereign machine identity. So this being one example of how Virtuals and Peaq could have some crazy synergy. I think that going down the line, this should be something that both teams should actually be looking to foster, because this is going to be just more beneficial for both economies. Well, not both economies, both projects and communities, and more synergy for the machine economy. And with Peaq being built for the machine economy, being an infrastructure built for the machine economy, Virtuals having the means to actually get a lot more robotics, AI agents into, embodied robots and things like that. There's just nothing but synergy here, right? But this is just a lot of tinfoil. After I seen xmaquina doing their partnership with Peaq, I'm like, this could potentially, I said partnership with Peaq, sorry, partnership with Virtuals. This could potentially open the doors for a potential partnership later on down the line, Virtuals and Peaq. I would love to see it. I know a lot of people would love to see that as well, but you guys let me know how you guys feel about this down in the comment section down below. And if you guys haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. We on the road to 30K subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.